This is a 3D printed electric guitar, and yes, it actually plays. I know 2 notes, but the guitar plays. And that's the important part. Today I'm showing you the BambuCaster project, a fully 3D printed electric guitar, and this video is basically a Bambu Lab P2S appreciation video, disguised as a guitar build, because this printer brought back something I forgot I missed, and that's fun. We'll start in couple of seconds. Alright, quick context. This is not a guitar tutorial. I'm not going to teach you any chords because I can't. This is a maker project video. It's a story about printing something ridiculous and ending up with something real. And it's also a mini homage to Bambu Lab P2S, because I've been deep in 3D printing for years, and this is one of the first times in a long time where I just printed stuff without suffering. And yes, I will show you the printer, the upgrades, the materials, the plates, and of course the final result. Also, full credit where it belongs. This is the BambuCaster project from MakerWorld, and the creator did an amazing job. I'll leave the link in the description, so go check it out, give them a like and show some love. Because without community projects like this one, half of us would still be printing calibration cubes, boats, and pretending it's a research. Now, why is this P2S story? Because I'm not new to 3D printing. I have 2 Voron printers, a Voron 2.4 R2 and a Voron switchwire, and I love them. But if you've ever built a Voron, you know it's not a printer. It's a lifestyle choice. It's beautiful open source rabbit hole where you spend a lot of time, a lot of money, and at some point you start calling random screws my precious. I also have other printers like GDQ1 Pro and the Creality Ender 3v3KE. And my original Ender 3 Pro basically evolved into my switchwire. So when I say something is easy, I mean it's really easy. The Bambu Lab's P2S is the first printer in a long time that made me want to print again. Not because it's perfect, not because it's drama-free, but because it's consistent. It's fast, it's clean, and it's a workhorse. And I'm at a point where I would gladly get rid of basically all my 3D printers, except for P2S and of course my Vorons, because those 2 worlds are perfect combo. And here is the best part. Now I have no excuses, because the P2S can print Voron parts better, cleaner and more precisely than I could before, so this printer basically became the machine that feeds my open source spirit. It's a workhorse that keeps my DIY soul alive. When I first got the P2S, I had 1 MS. Now I have 2 AMSs. And let me be honest, this is not a need. This is a lifestyle, because once you have multicolor and multi-material printing, your brain starts thinking in layers. Oh, this could be a different color. Or, oh, this could be a different material. Or this could be slightly more unnecessary. And this is exactly how I ended up printing a guitar. For this project, I didn't just print everything in the basic PLA. I used multiple materials. I printed with PLA, obviously, but I also used PLA-CF or carbon fiber, because normal plastic wasn't expensive enough. And the guitar body in the PLA carbon fiber looks and feels amazing. It's stiff, it's clean, and it's also premium. I also printed parts using wood PLA, which gives you that birch wood vibe, with real wood fibers. And yes, it smells like woodworking without the actual woodworking. And I even printed TPU that works with AMS, which feels like feeding the spaghetti into the robot, but it worked, and That's the point, the P2S just does it. Now let's talk about print plates, because this is one of the biggest upgrades I made. I started with the standard texture PEI or PEI, and that's great, but now I also have a double-sided smooth plate, and that thing is so sticky it basically is illegal. I actually damaged it once removing the print. Not because the print failed, but because it succeeded too hard. Then I also got a cold plate, which lets you print at lower bed temperatures, and it's surprisingly useful for certain materials and situations. And then I got a plate that's pure magic, the Hologram smooth plate. It transfers a hologram pattern onto your prints. And I printed the white Pickguard for the guitar on that plate, and it looks ridiculously good. It's one of those "why is this even possible" moments. So the printing was the fun part, now the build. And the best thing about a project like this is that it feels like you're assembling something real. Not just printing gadget. Not just printing a box. This is a functional object. It's a guitar. And when you see the parts coming together, it's honestly addictive. And the moment you realize, wait, this is actually going to work, that's the moment you start planning the next project. And the next spool purchase. And then also the next excuse. And now the best part. The guitar is finished, it's assembled, it looks insane, and yes, it plays. Again, I only know 2 notes. But the guitar plays, so technically this is a success. And if you're watching this and you're actually a guitar player, please be gentle in the comments. I'm maker, not a musician. But I might become one just to justify printing another guitar. Now, I know what some people will say. What about open source? What about controversies? And look, I get it. I love open source, I love building, I love modding, I love the Voron ecosystem. But sometimes I don't want a side quest. Sometimes I want to press print and go make something. That's where the P2S shines. It didn't replace my love for open source printers. It replaced my excuses, because now I can print parts quickly, cleanly, reliably, and spend my time building projects instead of troubleshooting them. And ironically, that makes my open source projects better. And as a bonus, while I was in this printing mood, I finally made progress on another project that has been haunting me for over a year. And that's OMOTE, the open source universal remote project. I've struggled with it forever, but now I finally printed clean, multicolor buttons and a perfectly smooth enclosure. And it looks so good that I almost forgot how much pain it caused me. But yeah, almost. So what's a takeaway here? If you are into smart homes, DIY or maker projects, you do not need the perfect printer. You need a printer that gets out of your way. The P2S is the workhorse, and with 2 MS units and the right plates, it becomes a creativity machine. The projects like this guitar are exactly why I love this hobby, because you can go from an idea to a real object that does something, even if you only know 2 notes. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and consider subscribing. I normally do home assistant and smart home videos, but I also love mixing in maker projects like this one here, because this is my real setup, and this is what I actually build. If you want a follow-up video where I go deeper into materials, printer settings or a full build breakdown, comment BambuCaster below. And that may just happen. Also, tell me what I should print next, because clearly I have no self-control. Just some hints what I would love to print. I would love to print Star Wars R2-D2 in a 1:1 size. Also, I would love to print a Stormtrooper costume. So drop me your ideas what I should get and print and build to have more fun. Before I wrap up this video, I want to say thanks to the wonderful people that are supporting me and that have become YouTube channel members. Thank you all for all of your support. But let's not forget each and every one of you who has watched, shared, liked and commented on my videos. Thank you. If you too want to support the channel, you can do so by clicking the join button down below and becoming a YouTube channel member for only €2 or $2 per month. Or you can go to my merchandise store and grab something there. Last but not least, you can always send me super thanks and I will be super thankful for that. I will be seeing you next time. Thanks for watching and as always, bye bye and have fun.